We're Americans living in Germany and we've been here for 2.5 years. We're going to take you with us as we go grocery shopping and show you guys what some of our favorite German supermarket items are. These things are bomb.
Really versatile and we love these.
This stuff is also bomb. We've recently shared the news that we're actually moving away from Germany and it is the most bittersweet feeling. What are we doing? What? Willa, where are we moving?
To Japan!
What? I can't hear you.
To Japan!
Are you excited?
Yeah!
But before we leave, we wanted to share with you guys some of our favorite items, and that's for a couple of reasons. One of them is for those who are curious to see what we've really enjoyed. Now you'll be able to know. And the second reason is for those who are either moving to Germany or just visiting here. You've got to try some of these items when you come. We're going to be purchasing our everyday grocery items. Honestly, you're going to just come on a shopping trip with us and see what we love to buy.
Never got a small green one before. We typically split our shopping up between here at Edeka, Aldi, and Kaufland. Those feel like the best options for us and the ones that we like the products the most. When we first got here in Germany, Edeka seemed like the most home-like, what we were typically used to from the States, and so that's one of the reasons, but then we really enjoyed their products and things that they had there, so that's why we keep coming back here. So let's go. So our first stop here is we're going to be dropping off these water bottles, all of them that have this little sign here for our return. And you get in-store credit on a little coupon.
It tells you when you're not doing it right.
Yeah, you gotta put some of them, you gotta put one way in, the other. And this one, we'll have to recycle somewhere else, doesn't work. Ooh, and look what we found in the car. Hulk smash. So now that's good, we're gonna get our Pfandbon. Or it just gives it to you. I thought, I was like, no. We got a €1 coupon to use, so it's 25 cents per bottle.
Second stop, the bakery. Yes, they place these convenient right by the entrance, and so it's really hard to walk by because it's just so tempting. Normally when I have Willa here, we always stop and get her like a pretzel or something, and it's great entertainment for grocery shopping. So this supermarket always has a fancier feel to it, in my opinion. The lights are more warm, it just feels really clean, kind of fancy. And that kind of reminds me of the supermarkets in the States. Right when you walk in, it's the vegetable and fruit section. And honestly, we get a wide variety of stuff. Bananas, apples, berries, zucchini, peppers, onions, sweet potato. Those are kind of our top staples. Carrots. Oh, we need celery. One fun fact is that carrots are super cheap here in Germany. This is 99 cents, but coincidentally, this is 99 cents. We also love to get these cherry or grape tomatoes. Willa just eats them out and quite affordable.
One thing that we've really enjoyed is this Feldsalat or field salad, and this is a little different shape that we were never used to before seeing in the States, and honestly has become one of our favorite go-tos for a salad mix or yeah, just even on the side of other dishes. For a quick simple salad, we like to throw some olive oil, balsamic vinegar, and some salt, and that's all you need.
They've got some in stock. We normally don't just get one, but 2 or 3. This stuff, baby. Our hummus journey has evolved. When we first moved here, it was everything picante, and this one's really good too. This one's bomb. But then for some reason it evolved to just the natural hummus. You really can't go wrong. Both of them are good, and might I add, way cheaper than hummus in the States. Something for this in the States is easily $2.50 to $3. If not 4 to 5 for maybe a slightly larger container. So it's a good deal. 99 cents.
All right, we were just passing here and we definitely had to point this out. First time that we were here in the spice section, it was kind of a little overwhelming, especially that first month or two, because we had no idea what names of spices were. But there is one that we have to point out because it's kind of funny. We stopped at a supermarket one time just to get this because we had bought some pommes and it was Gewürzsalz. So now I gotta find it.
I just can't help but remember when we went into a German supermarket for the first time, and I have to chuckle because it was such a small supermarket and nothing compared to this. It was really fun to just explore and try all of these new things. So if you haven't checked out that video, go watch it and see what has happened and what's changed since then.
Also, what are these? Okay, so I found it, and it wasn't this specific Ostermann brand, but it was the Gewürzsalz for pommes. And so we actually have this in our car for any time that we get Döner or if we get pommes, that we have it on hand, because sometimes they skimp out and we really like this one.
The coconut oil is not something we get every day, but I was very surprised to see such a small bottle of coconut oil here. I've never seen that. From the States, they're always like at least double, if not triple, quadruple the size. So I actually really like the small size because I personally don't use like a lot at a time. So it lasts long, doesn't get rancid by the time I'm out.
Now we finally made it to the dairy section, which we really love, and Germany does this section very well. Of course, we came to the first section and it happens to be chocolate milk. We have tried several kinds of chocolate milk here in Germany, and honestly, it's kind of hard to really go wrong, but there are some that are better than others. We really like this brand, Weihenstephan, and then we've also liked this Berchtesgadener Land, and both of these are honestly really nice. But I will say that there's another one that I can't see here yet that is better. To the point, we love chocolate milk. Typically when we've left this section, we have like a big container of yogurt, some quark, heavy whipping cream. Of course, we haven't even got to the cheese section, but we'll get there.
So this video is about our like common supermarket items and our favorite ones. This isn't necessarily common. It's not an every grocery trip thing, but it is a favorite. Tanner and I both really love Ritter Sport and will dearly miss all of our European chocolate. It's really fun to come here in this section to see which one's on clearance. I feel like they kind of rotate. Today, it's like the nuts section. We love the hazelnut one, like the full hazelnut one. And then I also found a new one because winter is coming up. I've never tried this one. And honestly, this is not the supermarket for it, but I love to get Tony's chocolate. That's my all-time favorite. My very favorite is the orange bar that has like the toffee flakes mixed in with the salt. It's so good. And then I also really like the yellow bar.
Much different than what we were used to coming from the US, the bread section like on the shelves is much smaller, and that's because they have fantastic bakeries at the front where they have lots of other bread choices there. If we do get bread from here, we typically like to get the golden toast ones. They have it. We found out that this is one of our favorite like granola muesli, and honestly it's just perfect for like our yogurts or quark or even with milk.
If you're really looking for a sugar high, this stuff is also bomb. So you've got to like chocolate to like it because they do not skimp on the chocolate.
If you know anything from a lot of our travel videos, we love to try different types of cheeses, but honestly some of our go-tos here are Gouda or Gouda, Emmental, Parmesan, Grana Padano, and mozzarella. So those are just a few of the cheeses that we really enjoy, probably the most common. Just past the cheese section, we've made it to like the jerky, the dried meats, and like the bacon and other stuff there. Honestly, this is not so much for us, but probably for Willa more than anything. She won't have sausage or like a bratwurst, but man, get her some of these and she'll go to town on them. And then right over here is the bacon and sliced meat section. Honestly, we used to come here to get our bacon, but we now have switched and gone to a local butcher. And honestly, it's a bigger portion for a lower price and it tastes better in our opinion. So we're glad that we found that out.
They do have some really good speck here though, and I do love to like add that into a nice omelet or breakfast because it is nice and salty and it's really good. Next up, the remoulade. Man, we absolutely love this stuff with a hard-boiled egg.
And of course, as we're trying to show you exactly, it's over here in the condiment section, but it's all gone. They don't have any remoulade, but we do have some in the fridge.
Our German friend introduced us to this and it must be popular because they're out.
We do buy most of our produce fresh, but this is one thing in the freezer section that we have bought on several times, and it's quite a lot of green beans and it's a good price, so we really like it.
This is a newfound favorite. New as in like a couple months ago. I wish I would have seen it and found it earlier because these things are bomb. Out of all the bakery items, I do love a pretzel, but it's not my favorite. And I prefer, dare I say it, I know, don't hate me, but I almost prefer these over like a fresh bakery one. There's exceptions because Nuremberg has the best pretzels and you just get a nice spread of Nutella or cheese on it and they're salted and they're delicious. And Munich, oh man, also, ooh, the Volksfest in Nuremberg. Like we've had some good pretzels and these don't compare, but compared to like some, these are better.
These things are the best ever. We honestly have to go to the ethnic section and some stores don't have them, but luckily this Edeka does, and these are 8 big durum tortillas. They are beautiful for breakfast burritos, for I just have these with like Nutella, and that's like a big favorite for us.
Quesadillas.
Quesadillas, yeah, breakfast burritos, quesadillas. When we do in frijoladas, we use these and we fry them. Really versatile, and we love these.
We're taking you guys on a bit of a maze around the store. The last thing that we can think of that's not like the flour, salt. Of course we buy those things, but we are not going to show you all of that just because they're just like kitchen staples. But one thing we do always tend to have on hand is Nutella. Willa definitely loves it. She'll have Nutella toast. I feel like that's just like a very normal German childhood and maybe adulthood too, because Tanner and I definitely enjoy our Nutella as well. Before we leave, we always end up with some sort of pretzels because they're a perfect snack and Willa loves them. Normally we always walk away with some sort of nut as well. Tanner really loves raisins, so we make a lot of homemade trail mixes and it's really nice. We tend to buy those at Kaufland as they're the best. Another thing that we get at Kaufland is the applesauce. Willa loves the squeeze one, so when we travel we do that. If not, we just buy them in like the glass jars that they have. There's probably more, but these are our favorite. Honestly, a lot of our meals at home are high veg, high fruit, and very plant-based. So we eat a lot of beans and legumes, and we prefer that.
Well, there you have it. That was us going through the supermarket and getting some of our favorite items. We hope you really enjoyed. We want to know, were you guys kind of surprised, or were you not really surprised at what we got? We're honestly going to miss German supermarkets because the price is quite nice, honestly, having been back to the States and compared to the prices in Utah. And we definitely know that's going to be the case when comparing them to Japan as well. There's a lot of tasty products that we've been able to find and enjoy, and it's going to be hard to adjust, but we're excited for the new adventure and know that we're going to find many more new and exciting things in Japan. So definitely stay tuned for our adventure as we get ready for a completely new experience in Asia. But not to take away from the focus of this video, be sure to let us know in the comments below some of your go-to supermarket items. Let us know if there's anything else from German supermarkets that you think that we should try before we leave. Don't forget to hit the like and the subscribe button, and we'll see you on our next video.